You got to be able to build a brand. You got to be able to put your thoughts and your kind of the voice in your head, the voices in your head, like the ideas that you have throughout the day. If you're a creative minded person and you want to, basically materialize your ideas, right? You got to put it out there. And then that becomes basically your like your product, your your fibers or your concrete of the virtual world that is you, right? Like that's how you do it. Because I could have all these ideas and all this, all this stuff in my head. Damn, there we go. But at the end of the day, actually I don't like that. At the end of the day, if nobody knows about it, like, did it happen? It's like the tree falling in the woods. Like, if no one's around, did it actually happen? So over time, you start to materialize these ideas, and it becomes real, man. It becomes real. And then you can actually start to build. You can actually start to build on that, right? You can start to essentially make your own platform. Make your brand. Build your brand. It starts with ideas. I think it starts by just doing what I'm doing right now. Hopping on a phone, freaking hit record, and whatever comes to your mind, you say. And what does that do? It gets people engaged. It's kind of like you go into a room with 20 people in there, and let's say nobody's talking, and you stand up and say something. You're going to get a response. Someone's going to respond. Of those 50 people, there's going to be at least one person, maybe more, but at least one person that is going to respond, right? And at the very least, they're at least going to make some sort of reaction, but everybody is thinking about what you just said. That's powerful. Is that not freaking powerful? You go into a room of 50 people, everybody's quiet, you alone, no one's talking, and you say something, whatever it is that you say, everybody's going to think about it. Everybody's going to hear it, take it in, and some people are going to respond. And those people that respond, you're going to respond back. Or maybe somebody else will respond back. And now all of a sudden, you single-handedly have influenced 50 people just by starting a dialogue, saying something. Right? Doing something. You do something in the room, you're going to get a response. It's human nature, man. And especially in today's day and age where everybody has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion about something. And a lot of people like to share their opinion nowadays. But you can literally breed and start the conversation. Who knows where it will go? But you started it. And then people kind of like, let's say they come in the next day. They're kind of like, well, Justin started that thing. I wonder if he's going to do anything today. And then you hit him again with something. And now all of a sudden you kind of become this figure that has these and if you have good content, like if you have good prompts, good topics, and interesting things to talk about, people are going to kind of lean on you to, kind of at least maybe build upon what you were talking about before, or start something totally new. But at the end of the day, they kind of lean on you to kind of get the mind going, right? Get their creativity going, kind of get their dialogue going. And then soon people may kind of model that, right? And just kind of like emulate you and want to basically try to start their own deal because of the work that you've done. So, and then people know where you stand. They know what you're about. And if you're focused on one particular thing that you talk about, it makes it easier because you're like, oh, Justin, he's the guy that talks about X, Y, and Z, right? Whatever that is. So I think it's powerful. Use the 50 person example. Like when you're thinking like, I can literally invent a dialogue. That's pretty cool. It's pretty powerful. So take that with you, man. Hope this helps. I know it helps me, and I'm sure it'll help some of you. Start the conversation. See ya.